Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
I'm streaming. That works.
Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first service.
Mahomes gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll be inside the 35, now the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, that first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mahomes going to go down and keep it himself. Now open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us it was going to come out firing before on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking to start themselves and expressing. Just keep that up.
Mahomes firing completely. He gets it inside the 10 to the middle there. It's also a gain of 9. Boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. Some coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously, they liked his measurables when they brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. He's in the 50, the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Anderson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
You can't stop me.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Break yellow. Man, I got you. Switch. Watch the safety creep.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gostkowski the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 32-yard line.
Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
180. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Mahomes now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Hey, Sunday.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's get it. No chance. Motion. Pop.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That's it. Mark 54. You're trapped. 20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He gets it to Cooks. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Newton now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. To the air again, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 27-yard line.
Yellow. On the lane. 54. Target. 54 is Mike. Yellow. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, and Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Browns 20. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Harrison Smith on the cover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 8. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back.
Again, it's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Newton on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. A shotgun snap for Newton. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Right there, 54, right there. 54.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare. Alert flare. Check.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 14.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Mike Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Newton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find Miller. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, it's Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Newton. There again is Cooks, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Mahomes. Man open, it's Goodwin. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Cardinals first down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry.
A 1st down carry for Davis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Browns' 31-yard line.
Watch the run. Check. Attack. Check hot.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go one more. Check 52. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Davis. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Arizona, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.